Hi, everybody. Welcome to our 2023 Convention Speaker Series, where we sit down with some of the amazing speakers we have lined up to join us this September for convention. Today, I'm excited to be joined by another one of my good friends, Sam Medvene. Sam is joining us from Washington, D.C. He is a champion of the real estate industry, focused on innovation and collaboration. Sam has consistently remained in the top 1% of agents in the region, thanks to his experience, expertise, and a relentless work ethic. He is named GCAAR's Rookie of the Year in 2019 and was recognized as REALTOR Magazine's 30 Under 30 honoree in 2020. This is a little bit off script, but I really think it paints a picture of who Sam is. One of the things I love most about you, Sam, is your huge heart. You give back to your community in so many ways, some organized, others impromptu, like buying anyone in need within a few blocks radius late night meals from the Euro truck after a night out. While this is a specific instance, I have no doubt that you can't even count the number of times you've done something like that. The world really does need more Sams. So we're lucky enough to have Sam joining us this year for convention for not one, but two sessions. Thanks for joining us, Sam. Are you ready for the hot seat?
I am. I'm really excited to be a part of it this year and be able to hopefully be able to provide value to the members and really be able to explore Iowa for the first time.
Very good, a newbie. All right, so your sessions are all about finding and seizing opportunities, whether building or investing, which is fitting, as one of the things I respect most about you is your ability to adapt and innovate and really just get shit done. Tell us a little bit about your sessions and why the idea is so important today.
Yeah, so the main focus in the earlier conversations, we're trying to say, how do we provide value and also potentially add alternate pillars of opportunities, business, and or interest for Iowa members as well as everybody, right? And especially in the real estate industry specifically. For myself, coming from a background of construction and also trying to find ways to vertically integrate, the sessions are going to be focused on really trying to leverage best use, whether that's best use with specifically, within the pillars of lead pillars that you use or clientele that you work with, investors or specific properties, right? So ADUs are a huge focus, accessory dwelling units. What is the best use of potentially of a property or creating inventory as well, which is obviously a super hot topic for us. So I really am striving to be able to tackle some of those hot topics of construction, investing, and not only internally investing. So instead of potentially passing a lot of opportunities to other clientele, how do you potentially try to get into the game with investing for yourself and your future within real estate as well? So.
Absolutely. One of the things I love most about bringing people in from across the country is that things tend to hit the bigger cities before they hit us here in Iowa. So ADUs are something that we, except for maybe a few of the college towns, don't have a lot of experience with. So I know our members will get great value of that from you. So I always say that if you can actually implement two things from a session you attend, your business can truly be impacted. What do you hope our members take away from your sessions this year?
Yeah, so one of the things I also, whenever I speak, I like having people will hopefully take notes and or not, but at least then be able to circle two things before we leave. I make sure everybody circles and actually go around and check. So be careful. I am going to check to make sure that people are actually circling two things that then get to be implemented, because when you're sitting there and you're being an active participant, which is great, but if you're not actually taking the next step forward to implement what some of those things that you learn, then you don't actually make that stride for a change, right? So I really hope that you're going to be able to find some useful tactics to whether it's an evaluation of property, of how to where do I even start with an investment, right? So being able to learn what is that first step to be taken. And there's all different niches for individuals to be able to explore, whether it's internally for clients, for development, and being able to then find take that next step from whatever that interest is internally is really going to be the biggest goal. And then providing some tools as well to be able to do that, whether it's a spreadsheet or other tactical pieces to be able to implement that plan.
Very good. We love it. Well, you already mentioned you're new to Iowa, so we're super excited to have you in the bustling capital city of Des Moines this fall. Are there any Iowa bucket list items that you hope to do while you're here in Iowa?
Well, unfortunately, it's not. I don't believe the state fairs is going to be in time, which I would really actually look forward to, because doing state fairs and I've heard from speaking with you about it in the past, but I think the Papa John's Culture Park is going to be something that I'm interested in exploring and finding out a little bit more of it about it. But it seems like it's a pretty cool donation that was done to the city, and being able to be outside is something that I enjoy. So.
Very good, very good. Okay, so finally, the last question, I always like to keep it to end on a lighter note. We all have one. What is your most irrational fear?
So I grew up by the water, or I go to during the summers. I spend a lot of time in the ocean and really enjoy the water. But I've got an irrational fear of sharks, and I don't know why. I've never had an encounter with sharks, and it's maybe not totally irrational, but for the fact of it, the odds of that happening to me when I get behind a car, for example, or do anything like that, that is more than likely going to be happening versus a shark attacking me. And I always used to stay up and watch Shark Week, and that would also make it even worse. So now I'm going to try to I want to dive with sharks to try to get over that fear. But for whatever reason, sharks do it for me, and snakes do. But yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Sharks are scary. So, Sam, it's been a pleasure chatting with you today. I think we're all really looking forward to hearing you speak this fall. For those of you watching, don't forget the 2023 annual IAR convention is September 26th to 28th in downtown Des Moines. We've got a few great days lined up with engaging and thoughtful speakers like Sam, activities, and more. We can't wait to see you there.
Thanks so much. Look forward to being there as well.
See you soon.